today I'm talking to you about a topic that I was like, whoa, why has nobody ever explained it to me like this before? And I want to share that with you today. It's something that my coach taught me and I want to pass along to you. It's about getting what you came for, getting the results that you want, getting the information that you wanted when you read the blog article, getting what you want out of the experience when you try something new. And just this little mindset shift I'm going to share with you changed everything for me, and I cannot wait to share it with you guys. Today, if we haven't met before, my name is Tanessa Shears. I'm a life and weight coach for women. I help them manage the mental weight and drop the physical weight so that they can really start like living out loud, feeling confident, knowing that whatever they try on in their closet fits and they just feel really good about themselves. So I want to talk to you about getting what you came for. So if you've been around or you've watched my videos before, you know that I am addicted to buying online courses, education, coaching, investing in myself, all the time. I spend thousands and thousands of dollars a year because I think one of the most valuable assets you can improve and grow is yourself. Because at the end of the day, if everything goes away, I still have everything I've learned and everything that I have gained from all of these experiences. So I remember one of the very first courses I signed up for, and it was specifically about teaching me how to grow my business. And I went into the course, thinking that this was going to be the thing that created all the success in my life, and I had banked everything on this. So I showed up with this expectation that this course was going to give me the right answers and the right solutions. But as I worked my way through this course, I found that it was vague. And I found that there wasn't any support in it. And what I chose to make that mean was that this doesn't work. This is why my business didn't work all those years ago. This is why I couldn't have that take off. The course must have been the problem, right? So then what I did was I went on a hunt and I hired my very first coach, all right? And I went through that process and I did everything I was supposed to do, but I didn't get the result I wanted. And I started to be like, well, it was because I didn't get the support I wanted. I didn't get this, and it was always everyone else's problem. And when I keep taking these courses and I noticed that, I just wasn't getting what I wanted out of them until I signed up with my most recent coach. And she said something that was like, oh my gosh, she goes, you get to decide if you are successful in this program or not. This program will not determine if you are successful or not. You have to show up and you have to get what you came for. And so I started thinking like, well, what am I here for? What do I want to get out of this? And I was like, well, I want to be able to grow this part of my business, or I want to be able to learn this, and I want to know how to do this. And this is what I came for. And she said, I am not responsible for your results, and that's a good thing because you are. So here's the thing. You made the decision to enroll in this coaching program, right? And now I get to go to work to prove whether I made a good decision or not. Meaning I get to go to work and either the actions and the thoughts and the experiences that I have will either make me think that this course didn't work or this course did work. And I thought that was so fascinating because it was solely my actions that determined if it worked. So if I wanted to grow a successful business, if I wanted to show up and change the way I am as a coach and the way my business is, I had to get what I came for out of it. And that meant me making sure I took action until I got it. And sometimes I realized that getting what you came for doesn't always show up in the form that you expect. Sometimes you end up getting something you didn't know you needed, a lesson that you weren't prepared to learn, but learned at just the right time. You know what I mean? So the way I like to bring this back around to, your health and your fitness and your nutrition is when we go on any kind of nutrition plan, or, we decide this is it. I am dropping these last 10 pounds, or I really want to start an exercise program, or I really just want to have a healthy meal plan set up, right? We go into it with the expectation that this is the solution, that there is a solution outside of ourselves, that something external is going to determine what goes on. But I want you to think of this approach instead. Instead of, starting Monday with your meal plan and your exercise plan and just expecting that doing that is going to get you the results, what if instead you determine what you are going to get out of it? What did you come into this planning to get? And then go to work no matter what, as hard as you can, until you get the result you're after. And know that it's not the diet, it's not the coach, it's not the program that determines whether or not you see results, but it's how you show up. So when you decide to start that nutrition plan, to get exercising, you are the one that gets to determine if it works or not by how you think, what your beliefs are, how you feel, and how you show up. And you know why that is so much better than relying on a program or a coach to make your results happen is because you are in control of that. If you always leave it up to a diet and say, well, that diet didn't work because it was too hard, or that diet didn't work because I don't like vegetables, or that exercise program didn't work because I was too sore, you are completely out of control. You take back that control. What are you going to get out of it? If you want to lose 10 pounds, then go to work and make the actions and the decisions and the beliefs until you get that result. And that has changed everything with me. And it changed everything when I signed up for that coach. And I said, well, if I'm going to get what I came for out of this coaching experience, I want a wildly successful coaching business in which I can work with dozens of women one-on-one and impact their lives and help them lose over 20 pounds. And I went into it with that. And I went through all the modules. I got all the coaching. I showed up when it was hard and when I wanted to sleep in the morning and when I didn't feel like it. I showed up just the same way you would show up for your nutrition plan or your exercise on the days you don't feel like it, when you're tired, when the mood isn't right, when your clothes aren't, clean enough to go work out in because they're still sweaty from yesterday. You know what I mean? If you know what you're going to show up to get, then there is nothing that can stop you. You don't indulge in confusion. You don't indulge in overwhelm. You know what you went and to come for, so you know what your result is going to be. So you get to decide what you get out of any experience. Whether you're enjoying, a program you're part of, or you and your friend are working out, I would love for you to decide what do you want to get out of it and then go after it, because the only person that can prove that you made the right decision is you. And you can always make your decision the right decision by how you follow up with consistent action, staying in belief that it will work. Because as soon as you start entertaining those beliefs that I don't know if this is going to work, this is hard, that's too hard, I don't want to eat that, and you delegate all your responsibility to the outside world, that is when you've decided ahead of time that you're going to fail. Decide what you're going to get out of your experience and go into it with full belief that you will attack it until you find that exact strategy that works for you, because you get what you came for. I hope that has been inspirational and powerful for you today. If you love this, don't forget to hit like and share with someone who needs a message like this today. And if you want someone in your corner, that's exactly what I do with women in my weight and life coaching practices. I help them really start to discover what is all the mental baggage we're carrying around, and how can you show up and get what you came for. And that is the best way to guarantee your results and your success. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will talk to you next week. Bye.